All right, yes, yes. We're going to roll all night long. Let's roll. Ay, ay, ay. We rolled in anyway. I want to thank you guys for rolling in. It was an incredible, they rode in. We just had some kind of a, I don't know, flood alert outside, and the weather was incredible. I never saw rain like that in my life. Not even during Sandy did I see as bad as it was today. That literally you could not drive. Wipers weren't even working. No. And you guys braved it. So some of you got here a little before the rain. That was a good thing. Our guest tonight got here before the rain. Came all the way from Queens, so we still have a show, thank God. We're ready to go. Missing a lot of our dancers, so we're gonna bypass the dancing. I know that all of you are so disappointed. You know, you were all ready to do flips and everything, but that's all right. We're gonna give him we'll give him some extra time up here and have him entertain you. Our guest tonight is a gentleman by the name of Barry Feterman, and Barry was on our show, oh God, about maybe 15 years ago, I think. Well, I'll talk to him when he gets out here. And you're going to have some good fun with him. He's a funny guy. He's a talented, very talented guy. So he'll be our guest tonight. And that's about it. Like I said, we're not going to be doing too much dancing. We're not going to do any dancing. So you can relax, sit down, and enjoy the entertainment. I had about 5 pet peeves that I wanted to bring up. And I can't remember one of them. I was trying to remember. I guess the pet peeve I have is that I have no memory anymore. That's my pet peeve. But it's insane because there are certain things that drive me crazy when it happens. And I keep saying, when I get to the show, I'm gonna express myself. And I forget what it is. So maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it doesn't really bother me that much. I don't know. Maybe it's all in my mind. Well, it's all not in my mind, I should say. But anybody have any pet peeves? I mean, is there something that you want to complain about? This is the best place to do it. You can complain here and nobody will see it. Okay. All right, Jimmy, we don't even want to ask you. Just, I don't know, just, I only say that because we got duct tape over there.
I got nothing to say.
That's a good thing. The less you say, the better we are. The less you say, the longer we stay on the air. That's okay, that's all right.
Cable, we can say what we want here.
That's all right, that's all right. But at any rate, I was just looking at the curtain over there. I said, it looked like the same color as my shirt. It's a good thing we didn't have that curtain behind me. I would have looked like I was just wearing a tie. All right, all right. Right? So, did anybody go any place in the last couple of weeks since the last show? Mary, I know that you, Mary? At the mic.
Do I have to stand up?
Stand up, sign autographs, get everything. Go ahead.
First at Dale Sattin's Woodbridge last week.
Okay,
They were always great. Woodbridge High School, summer concerts.
good.
And Gray and I went to see Billy Joel in Madison Square Garden. Very good,
Nice.
very
nice.
good. And we had great seats, really. Fantastic show. He doesn't stop just for maybe drink.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his residency. They cut a deal with him in Madison Square
Mm-hmm.
Garden. This guy sells, of course, there's tourists coming in every day of the week, so there's different people. But he sells out every week after week.
Yeah, I know.
It's incredible, incredible.
He's unbelievable. He
And
really
he's
is
still
good.
singing like that, too. That's the most amazing thing. Good for him.
Yeah.
Any place
And
else?
last weekend, well, just past Saturday, was 100 degrees, but I wanted to go. The WCBS had their Eisenhower Park show, Rick Springfield. And I grew up with the 80s, and I know some of the music.
Sure.
You know, the ones that PLJ and Z100 used to play. And but they played some songs that I found out later on were songs that he did before he was popular, before he went on General Hospital.
Okay.
You know, he also was very good on General
Yeah,
Hospital.
yeah.
He's good, very good looking still. And I can't believe he's 70 years old.
Yeah,
He'll be 70 the end of August.
amazing.
Yeah, it
Very
is amazing. I
talented.
thought he was younger than me.
Very talented guy. He puts on a great show, too.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Good.
Look at my Facebook page, will you?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. That's it.
That's it. Oh, boy.
I'm not going to say nothing.
That's all right.
No, I just thought I'd mention, because I don't hear you saying it, but I heard that 17th, you're gonna have a show down the beach, back to the beach on
Yeah, August.
August 17th.
Yeah.
It's gonna be you and
Excellence
the Excellence
and Vinny Medugno.
and Vinny Meduno. There you go. And if anybody's interested, on the 18th, the 18th? Yeah, the 18th of August, Johnny Duop's gonna be at Chris Michael Steakhouse in Woodbridge.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna have a birthday party for,
Chris Michael.
yeah, for Sally G. I was gonna say that, but I thought you were saying something. For Sally G, is gonna have a birthday party. So if anybody's interested,
That's
gotta
the,
make reservations for there.
that's the steakhouse before you get to the Woodbridge Mall, before you make the U-turn.
I really don't know where it is. I'm going there, but I gotta find out where it is myself.
you can't
I got
miss it.
the address. It's 40 Oakwood Avenue.
It's about a mile past the old forge.
Yeah, so
Remember the forge?
I heard the food's very good there. I don't know.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested, the show's gonna be on.
The food is good there.
Where?
You guys
I
don't
said the
talk. You
expression.
guys don't talk when you're home.
They're telling me that I said the excellence. I said the expression. Did I? I'm sorry. That's all right. In case anybody want to know, Vito's got his show coming up at the beach on the 17th.
Thank you.
In the rain, we're gonna go.
August 17th.
Last year, right?
August 17th. Yep. That's Al, what do you got?
Yeah, Saturday night I went all the way out to Long Island Community Hospital Amphitheater in Bald Hill. Frankie Valli was there.
I
And
was
what-
say, is that what Community Hospital
They
amputated?
call, it's the Long Island Community Hospital Amphitheater.
I thought you were going to say amputated.
No, amphitheater. It's outdoors. So, and he, 83 years old, the man put an hour and 30-minute show, you know, and it's amazing. He's amazing at that age. I don't know how he does it. I really don't. But it was
What
a
do they
great
call?
show.
What do they call the theater now?
It's Long Island. I think they're sponsoring it. It's Long Island Community Hospital Amphitheater
Amphitheater.
at Bald Hill. At
Well, it used to be Bald Hill.
Yeah.
I
It's
did
in
that about.
Farmingville, Long Island.
Yeah, I did that about 3 or 4 times, but it was
Yeah.
Bald Hill when we did it.
It's an outdoor theater. Yeah. Actually, Pete Mestropola from the Coda Band.
Right.
He's a production guy. He runs the whole thing. He runs the whole venue. So, but like I said, beautiful place,
It's big. It's too.
and the whole 4,000 people were there that night.
Yeah. They used to bring us in with golf carts from the dressing rooms are on the top of the hill, all the way on the top of the hill.
Yeah.
You had to come
That's,
down
that,
with
the only problem is I was backstage hoping to meet Frankie, but didn't happen. He comes in 5 minutes right before the show,
Yeah, those days are over.
and then right after the show, he gets on a golf cart and he's gone.
Those days are over. They're in, they're out.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
But that's
that's it,
great.
you know,
That's
so.
great. 83 years old.
it's incredible that
Hey.
he still that he can stand for an hour and a half on stage.
It's amazing.
It's amazing,
Yeah.
and that heat, no less. So.
Yeah. We were in Queens we did an hour and 10 minutes in that heat. Could not believe it. It was brutal. But like they said, the show must go on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bobby Rydell's gonna be at the, in Jersey.
Yeah, Bobby Rydell will be at
PNC Arts Center,
PNC
September
Art.
4th.
What's
They
the
were supposed
date,
to be
you know?
Ron Dante too, but I heard he's not. He can't make it. Yeah, so someone else I heard
you
is
know what date it is?
September 4th. It's a Wednesday afternoon show.
Wow. That's the Labor Day week, right after the Labor Day weekend.
Yeah,
Okay. We'll be at Richmond Town Labor Day again
again.
for the 31st year, I think we've been going. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's fun. It's fun.
Because they keep you got to keep doing. You don't do it right the 30th time. You do it right
we,
the 31st
we
time.
keep doing it until we get it right. That's it, 35, 31 years.
Okay.
It's like the feast. It's like the San Gennaro feast, too, 26 years. You know?
You gonna be doing Richmond Town this year? I didn't see your name in there.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're there. Definitely we're there on the whatever the heck Labor Day is, whatever the day is for Labor Day.
Is that right?
Okay, and okay,
He fell, hit his head.
yeah, the okay. We had a little issue back there. We're okay. Everything's fine. Somebody tripped over one of the chairs, but they seem to be all right now. Okay. All right, sorry for the, I could say technical difficulties, but it wasn't technical. That's all right. He's okay. It was just tripped over one of the chairs, I think. All right. And how about your show, Al? You got a show coming up
Oh, yeah,
in the fall anyway, but
Yeah, October 12th at the CSI Springer Concert Hall. It's called Soul Disco and Doo-Wop. We have Charlie Thomas Drifters, Russell Tompkins Jr. and the Stylistics, and the Earl Young and the Tramps.
and the Tramps.
And with Joe Corsi's the host.
Beautiful.
So we're trying something different. It seems to be getting a good response, you know, because you got 3 original lead singers.
Right.
So I mean, and then if anybody wants to take a trip to Delaware, which is not that far, it's only 2 hours, Jimmy. It's only, but that's a good show with Jerry Blavitt's hosting the show. We got Eddie Holman, the Duprees, Bobby Brooks Wilson, who else? Shirley, and Charlie Thomas Drifters on the show.
And that's the date is what?
That's November 16th at the Grand Opera House in Wilmington, Delaware. That's going to be a great show.
And we'll be on a cruise. I'll be
You'll
out.
be on a cruise. You would have been on. You would have been on that show.
Yeah, we'll be in Curacao and Aruba. So I would have loved to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, next time we'll get the
That's
next.
all right.
We're doing the next one.
we'll do it.
We'll get there. So, all right. Thank you.
Same thing with your other show on the 4th, April 4th next year. We're in Schenectady, so it's. I would rather be around the corner from my house, but.
Yeah, that one we don't have. It's not solid yet.
Nah, we do. Things are going so fast. I can't believe what's happening. Next year is like busier than this year. I told you we're going to Italy. We're going to be out. We're going to be out by Abruzzi, right outside of Abruzzi, and we'll be up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, at the American Music Theater. It's just amazing what's been happening. 3 more cruises. Got the Mall Shop Memory Cruise we're doing. I got 2 cruises in February. But anyway, anybody else? Anybody? Anyway, blah blah blah. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. No, okay, all right. We. I think that the more I start to see more shows, more and more shows. Everybody says, you know what, doo-wop is coming back. I love when they tell you that. Doo-wop's coming back. Doo-wop came back in 1970. You know, there was a 10-year hiatus when the Beatles took over, and the English invasion, the British invasion. And then in 1970, we wound up doing the Academy of Music in Manhattan. There wound up being, I don't know, since that time, and God knows how many years now. I don't want to get into the math right now. But the thing is that's when it really started again, with Gus Gossett, and it just never ended. We've been working ever since 1970 with a song that was 10 years old. Now it's 60. It's going to be 62 years old. The song, and we're still doing it. Knock wood. So I mean, I can't believe it. And people still, you know, they're still there. They still love this music. It makes you feel like you're still 15, 16, and 20 years old. You know, you can remember where you were when you heard the song. You can remember who you were with when you first heard the song. The identity to the songs make it so personal, and that's, I think, what the chemistry is that makes it work. You know, I hope these kids today have the same thing, but it's going to be kind of hard. You know, I mean, can you see a married couple like 20 years from now, 10 years from now, they're going to get married, whatever it is, or whatever the heck it is. And then for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so. You know, hey, say what? That's the love song, you know. So I guess, you know, like your parents said, what are you listening to? What the heck is that music? Shut that off. You know, we do the same thing now. What is that stuff you're listening to? But to them, I see my kids, my daughter, my grandson's 5 years old. He was doing some rap song the other day. What was the name of that song that he did? I couldn't even remember. I knew every word. Then he starts doing the moves, and it is 6 years old. Was that his 6th birthday? You know, and it's amazing. So the way we remembered the songs and the words, you know, when we first started the group, the singing, we didn't know anything about singing. We played a record, and each one of us took a part, and we listened to that part over and over and over and over until we emulated that thing exact. And then when we shut the Victrola, I say Victrola, when we shut it down, we sang it without it, and the part that we learned, all of a sudden we realized that we could sing. Nobody said, okay, this is harmony, and this is you're a baritone, you're a bass, you're a this. We didn't have any of that. That was on the street corner. In our case, it wasn't a street corner, it was the boardwalk. We were singing on the boardwalk. But you know, nobody gave you instructions. There was no instructions that came when you were 14, 15 years old and you were singing. So anyway, that's a little history of mine, I guess. But I find out that even though the groups I didn't know when I had the record, did the same exact thing, and we didn't call each other up. We didn't even know each other. I read Ali's book, Al Contreras' book, about the Mystics. And if you read the book, you could just change his name to my name, and the life story is the same. And it's exactly what he did too. That's how they learned. They picked a couple of guys from the neighborhood, and they started singing. Well, they didn't say this guy's better than that guy. Let's use him. Who was there at that time became part of the group. Some people learn how to sing right. Some people learn how to sing wrong. And when you're doing it right, your vocal cords last. And when you're doing it wrong all those years, it starts to wear you out. Johnny Maestro was the perfect example. We started together. We were 13 years old when we first started. And nobody told him this is the way you sing. But the fact that he used his diaphragm and sang the right way, his voice lasted until, unfortunately, he passed away. But there are other people, and including myself, I damaged my vocal cords, because the way I was singing was good for when I was doing it. But eventually it started to take its toll. I had surgery. I had vocal cord surgery, and unfortunately the doctor botched it and did damage to my vocal cords and limited, what I can do and so on and so forth. Everybody said you should have sued him. I wanted to sue him, but he died in a car accident, and he couldn't breathe in the trunk of my car. He died. It was an accident. Anyway, as I promised, we're going to get together and we're going to get the entertainment up here tonight. And let's get into an entertainment mood. Let's have some fun. Relax, enjoy yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, good friend of mine, Barry Feterman. Let's hear him. Barry. Doing good?
How are you, Vito?
All right, good. Everything good?
Everything.
I notice how you follow instructions well. This comes after you do your show.
Just after?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow instructions. I was sitting there mesmerized. I thought I was going to wind up in a trunk.
No, it happened. Everybody, 5 people come up to him and said, when you sit down next to Vito, hook this up on the lapel facing him. He says, okay, do it. Okay, but nobody said, do your act first and then do it. So, not your fault. But anyway,
Not my fault.
entertain us for the next 3/4 of an hour, half hour.
It would be my pleasure. Okay. How is everybody doing? Good. That's good. Okay. I'm not doing too well. As I said, as Vito said, I came out. I don't know. I can't hear myself. So, I came out here from Queens, and I had a rough time coming here. I don't know. Can you hear me now? All right. That sounds better to me. All right. So as I said, I'm not doing too well. When I woke up this morning, I went to the doctor, and I said, Doc, every morning I wake up, I look in the mirror, and I throw up. He said, I don't know about that, but your vision is perfect. All right. I came here today because I had a special song, a tribute song to Vito, and the anniversary, 62, you say now. It'll be 62, the 62nd anniversary of Little Star, where Vito and the guys, Vito came up with the song, the wherewithal. The universe came together and made a song that's going to last forever, as long as the stars are out. This song I can't take credit for. It was done by a group out in California by the name of Big Daddy, the band of 59. They're known for mashing up songs, putting 2 songs together, making a great song, making great songs greater. A lot of imagination. This is called, I call it, When You Dream Upon a Star. It's you'll listen and you'll hear.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
When a star is born, they possess a gift or two. One of them is this: they have the power to make a wish come true.
Night stars, bright stars, make my wish come true.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. When your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
Wish upon a star, all your dreams come true.
Fate is kind. She brings to those who love the tender beauty of love's tender calling. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
Wish upon a star, dreams come true.
Fate is kind. She brings to those who care the tender warning of love's tender warning.
Secret longing,
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
wish upon a star, all your dreams come true. Make my wish come true.
There you are, little star. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we get back to how I'm feeling, how you feeling. Talk about longevity and songs. That song's been around forever. And so is this next singer. This guy still sings today. I think he's at Westbury coming up. That's better. I can hear myself now. How about a hand for Johnny Mathis? Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I am too misty, just holding your hand. Oh, my hey, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or could it be the sound of your hello, that music I hear? I'm too misty the moment you're here. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you on my own. Should I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too mystery and too much in love. Should I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty and too much in love. Look at thank you, thank you, it won't stop. Every time I do a song by Johnny Mathis, I get that quiver, that ha 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 in my voice. Is that from you? No, they call that Bee Gees disease. Ha 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 ha. I think the Bee Gees gave it to Johnny Mathis, even though he came first. The only way to get rid of it is if I do a song by the Bee Gees. And by the Bee Gees, I need a little more volume on this so I can hear myself. Here we go. Barry, Maurice, Robin, and Barry, otherwise known as the Bee Gees. I can think of younger days when living for my life was everything a man could want to do. I could never see tomorrow, but I was never told about the sorrow. How can you mend this broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? How can you mend this broken man? How can a loser ever win? Please help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. Everybody, if you feel like singing along with the Bee Gees. I can think of today that followed through the trees and misty memories of days gone by. We could never see tomorrow, but I was never told about the sorrow. How can you mend this broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? And how can you mend this broken man? How can a loser ever win? Please help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. La 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 la. Please help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. La 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 la. Thank you very much. I wasn't sure if everybody was getting into it or they were hailing a cab, because you're not going to get one in this weather. It's raining. You never get a cab in the rain. All right, how everybody, you feeling good? Did you like those? Okay. All right, I met my wife to that song, the Bee Gees. We're together now 20 years. And you can applaud for that. Thank you. Yep, 20 years. We take separate vacations. We eat dinner separately, and we sleep in separate bedrooms. We're trying our best to keep our marriage together. Yeah, we're together, like I said, 20 years. In the beginning, it's great, still great, but now she comes up to me and says, take me someplace expensive. Take me someplace expensive. So I took her to a gas station. Got a couple of gallons, and we took off. She said, take me someplace I've never been before. I said, how about the kitchen? As you can see, I don't need to stay away from the kitchen. I'm working on it. This shirt used to be tight. I'm working on it. For the last 2 weeks, I started a new diet, brand new diet. Let's see, 2 weeks I'm on this diet, and so far I lost 14 days. I'm trying to get back to my original weight, 7 pounds, 6 ounces. But that being said, we're going to continue now with 2 special guests. This one guy is from Texas, and the other guy is from Spain. They came together and made a big hit in 1983 with this song. So please put your hands together for Mr. Willie Nelson and Julio Iglesias. To all the girls I've loved before, who travel in and out my door, we're glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before, to all the girls I once caressed. Then may I say, I've held a bed for helping me to grow. I hold a dino to all the girls I've loved before. The winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away. To all the girls who shared my life, who now are someone else's wife. I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls we've loved before, to all the girls who cared for me and filled my nights with ecstasy. They live within my heart. I'll always be a part of all the girls I've loved before. The winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away. To all the girls we've loved before, who traveled in and out tardo, we're glad they came along. We dedicate this song to all the girls we've loved before, to all the girls we've loved before, who traveled in and out the door. We're glad they came along. We dedicate this song to all the girls we've loved before. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want you to know I did this on TV, on America's Funniest People, on the very first show, way back a lot of years ago. And for this bit, I won the $10,000 prize. Yes, thank you. You can applaud for that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the check. For tonight. So, as I was saying, I met my wife 20 years ago. Back to that certain song. But there was a wife before that. We didn't get along. We have different sensibilities. It's just we didn't think alike. You see, she used to donate money to the homeless, and I used to donate money to the topless. So we had different things going for us. And that being said, you know, we separated. But then there was other ones after that. But bringing up the separation, there's a Hollywood couple that got together. They were very famous. They had their own show, being that they were together. So we're going to bring you. How many people have seen that show, the Cher Show? Who've gone to Broadway? You saw that? Okay, well, now you don't have to go to the city, because I'm going to bring the Cher Show to you. Here we are, right here, on Vito Picone's Let the Good Times Roll. Sonny and Cher. Oh, they say we're young and we don't know. Won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know. Oh, that's true. You got me, and baby, I got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They say our love won't pay the rent, for it's earned, our money's all been spent. Oh, I guess that's so we don't have a pot. At least I'm sure of all the things we got. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring. And when I'm sad you, I don't care, I can't go wrong. Oh, then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. All right, everybody, hands in the air like you just don't care. Here's the big finale to the song. Here we go. I got you to hold my hand. I got you to understand. I got you to walk with me. I got you to talk to me. I got you to kiss goodnight. I got you to hold me tight. I got you, I won't let go. I got you, where did you go? I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Oh, if I could turn back time, I'd get my breasts redone. Oh, Sonny and Cher, thank you. Thank you very much. This is usually the part of the show where everybody starts throwing money and themselves and underwear and Depends. Everything comes up. But that's okay. That's all right. It's just another reason for me to go to a bar and start drinking like I used to do. Vito knows. I used to call him up, and I used to just be right out of my gourd. I used to call him up, and he used to talk me down. I once went to this bar, and I'm sitting there, and the bartender says, "What do you have?" I said, "I don't know. Surprise me." He showed me a naked picture of my wife. Figure Rodney's gone. He's not using them. Oh, hi. How are you? All right, this is where I show off my Danny DeVito haircut. All right. All right, now we're going to continue. I think I'm going to skip that one. I don't know if I can catch it today, but we're going to bring up a special. This is, you know, each of these songs had a little bit of flavor, funny, hopefully. This next one is a serious tribute song, a tribute to Frank Sinatra, Old Blue Eyes, and by some of his friends. So we're going to skip one and go to number 11. Thank you very much. I'm talking in code. Frank Sinatra and his friends. And now the end is near, and so I face curtain, my friends, clear, certain. I've lived a life that's true. I travel each highway, but more, much more than this pally. I did it my way. Reverend Jim from the TV show Taxi. Regrets? I've had a few. Hokey doke, but then again, too few to mention. Popeye. I did what I has to do. I likes to stick skin in olive oil, put a little lubrication, and I seen it through without exemption. Peter Falk, Columbo. I planned each charted course, each careful step up and along and around. Excuse me, where do I get a yellow shirt like that? I need something in the 3X. Ted Kennedy. But more, much more than this, Mary Jo. I did it my way. Jimmy Stewart. For what is a man, Mary? Mary, don't you know me? It's me, George. George Bailey. Clarence, look, my lip is bleeding. Why these are Zuzu's petals? James Cagney. To say the things he truly feels. You're the guy that gave it to my brother in the back. Now I'm going to give it to your sister in the front. Casey Kasem. But I faced it all, and I stood tall. With my hands in my pants, my fingers up my nose, keep reaching for the stars. Pee-wee. I've loved, I've laughed, I've cried. When we watch a movie, it'll last longer. My share of losing. And now, as tears subside, isn't that right, Ed Sullivan? Right here in our show, right here, right now, we have Wayne Schuster, comedians Wayne Schuster, singers Chandler Young, Topo Gigio, the Italian Mount, the singing nun, the flying nun, and none your business. Isn't that right, Jackie Mason? I'm telling you, Jackie Mason will never go on the Ed Sullivan Show again because I gave him the finger. He thought I gave him the finger. I didn't give him the finger. I gave him a zets. I gave him a puts. He told me to sit down. I never had that shown again. Isn't that right, Elvis Presley? That's right, man. What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels. And not the words, oh, one who kneels. The record shows I took a blow and did it my way. And just little old me, Barry Feterman. I hope you enjoyed the little piece of the show. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vito, for having me. Yes, it was my way. Listen, I think I shrunk. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Go ahead, come join me now. Now's the time for all good men to come to the aid of their microphone. You're sitting on it.
That's what she said. Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Just hook it on this lapel facing me.
All right. I got pinned by Vito Picone.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
That should do it. We'll know when it airs. How's that? We can hear it in the booth? Everything
Can you
good?
hear it? And he's
All right. Everything.
okay.
How do you feel?
I feel fine. How do you feel?
I feel like this. It's good. I haven't seen you in a while, and unfortunately, our paths haven't crossed, but always thinking about you.
Vito used to book me with headline talent. I met him over at least 30 years ago at a place where I was performing, and he used to book me and a next partner as a duo, and then as myself as a single. And it's just like when we pick up the phone, it's like we just talked 15 years. No, it's like we spoke just yesterday. So it's
it's great. It's as funny today, even with the new stuff that you do, because I get a big kick out of what you do.
oh, thank you very much.
And the fact is that it's novel to a degree where you got comedians, stand-up comedians doing what they do, and so on and so forth. But you bring a different flavor to what it is, and it's entertaining. Wasn't it entertaining?
Don't patronize. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
They have to do that. It's raining outside. They want to stay in here.
Don't just try to make me feel good.
Yeah, and I appreciate the fact that you actually came from Queens, and the weather
Yeah.
is horrible out there.
And
Can't say we don't have we don't have the full audience tonight only because of the weather. And the people that came, I really want to thank you personally too. You really did a great job, making it through the
There's
weather.
somebody I think you know.
He's waving. Yeah, I saw that. He's looking for a cab too. He wants a cab too. You don't know about Uber. Do you ever hear? You get Uber, they come right in the studio and pick you up. Just got to know who you're asking for when they come up. I love that practice now.
Ah,
I did when I was doing that. I did a movie that's going to be coming out in October. We talked about this before. It was a movie called The Irishman,
Right.
Martin Scorsese's
right,
movie.
right, right.
And I come out of that. I came out of the set where they were doing it. We did it at the Brooklyn Armory. They reproduced a restaurant that's still in Philadelphia, and it looked exactly like the restaurant. And I left that place about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I called Uber, and Uber pulls up, and I do what they tell you to do. Are you so and so? Yeah. Okay. And I get in the car. The guy goes like 2 feet, stops the car, and a blonde gets in the car with me. I said, "Excuse me." She says, "This is my car. That's the plate number I have." I said, "I thought you told me that you were so and so."
Right.
So I was in the wrong car now. I had to get out of the car, and then I was waiting for my car. My car came about 5 minutes later. But I mean, you could actually look at the situations now where some people have gotten killed. Two young girls actually got killed getting into an Uber car that was not there specifically for them.
I tell you should tip a little better.
I mean, it's dangerous. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, and it is. I tell you, it's very, very. It's perfect because you pick up the phone. They're 2 minutes. They're sitting outside your house having coffee, and I need an Uber car in 2 minutes. Ding dong.
It's
and boom,
technology. It's
incredible.
It's good and it's bad.
But there are bad things there. So anyway, that's that. So the fact that you came and you drove yourself in from Queens.
No, I took an Uber.
Yeah, right. And you're still here. It's amazing.
right.
But thanks for making the trip. I appreciate
My
it.
pleasure. My pleasure. I remembered the last time I was on the show with my ex-partner, and I remember the golf outing that we did.
Oh yeah.
I still sometimes post a picture or two from his golf outing. I met Jimmy Beaumont from the Skyliners, Gary U.S. Bonds, Earl Speedo from the Cadillacs, Tony Testa from the Duprees. They were all there, and I was doing my same act there. I was working with a partner then, and everybody had a great time. Jimmy Beaumont came up to me and said, "How do you sing so high?" And I said, "Me? What about you?"
Yeah, God.
This was like the first time I'm meeting these people, and because this stuff, I'm not trying to make myself out like the baby, but
No,
your song, Little Star, came out. I was maybe 1.
Sure.
I'm not trying to make anybody feel.
How old were you in 1958?
4.
There you go.
4 years old.
Oh.
So, and just the way our lives intertwine. My wife's son dabbles in art. He's a really nice kid, and he painted his favorite scene from one of his favorite movies, and it was from Goodfellas. And the scene is the bar scene where the shine box and Vito was standing on the side there, and he painted you, not knowing that I knew you.
Right.
And he said, "Look at this painting." This kid, he's like, he's an adult,
Yeah.
but he painted this picture, and he has a little depiction of you with the bar and the whole
Yeah,
scene, because that's one of his favorite
Go
scenes.
home and get your shine box.
Right.
Wow. That
Shows the connection.
oh God, that outings. I used to have golf outings with doo-wop outings, and I had close to, I think, anywhere between 15 and 19 celebrities, doo-wop celebrities playing on the course. Joey D flew in from Florida. We had Speedo, as you mentioned. We had Nikki from the Capris. We had Joe Rivers from Robin and Johnny Over the Mountain.
Wow.
I mean, I could go on and on and on. We had everybody. Everybody was on. Even Will Hart from the Delphonics was on the show, and Gary U.S. Bonds.
Well, you booked me right after 9/11 to open for Johnny Maestro
Yes.
in a place, I think it was Fraternal Order of Police.
Yeah.
And it was right after, it was October 2001, and a lot of people were still afraid to come out, so the auditorium was scarce of people, but we still had to put on a show. And I was using a technology that was rare then. It was a Sony mini disc, and Johnny was very intrigued by it, as was one of his other members of the group. And he enjoyed the show, and he had me open up for him at least once or twice more through you. And it's
Anyway, they're giving us the high sign.
all right, I'll get my stuff.
That's okay. Just right. Call Uber. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry Feterman.
Thank you very much. Thank you, you too. Anybody from Queens? Because I need a ride home.
Each night